With 21 Questions, Dre wasn't his favorite. Fifth had the record High Out of Time for the weed heads. He had to back down for the street. But Fifth needed a record for the women, and this was that. But Dre actually took it in, took the session, actually coached Nate Dogg through the hook, and after that, it grew on him. It even grew on him. He was at the video shoot and everything. I got the picture. Dre, Paul, and Fifth and Nate Dogg, and it's like Tyson was there, and it was a big video shoot, one of the biggest video shoot. He met Megan Good, right? That's her name. On that video shoot, that became one of his shorties after that. And that was when he was like on the next level because she was baddie and all of that. And that record was played so much in California, so much all over the world. It was a big record. Nate Dogg, big record for him, huge man. It changed the game. Dirty Swift got a big publishing deal. Him and Midi Mafia changed it for them. They got a deal, I think, with RCA. So even the producers, everyone participated in certain things, elevated because it helped them get other people to recognize their talent. So that 21 Questions was a game changer for everyone involved.
Yeah, a lot of you sampled like Sting, for
Mm-hmm.
example.
Yes.
That's a huge percentage. Like
That
Juice WRLD, Lucid Dreams.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah,
He
it's like
took
90.
all of that.
It's like
He took
90 something.
90%.
Yeah,
That
it's
kid only
insane.
10%, and
Yeah.
still became rich off of it.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Still
even,
became rich.
Even Young Blue with the Drake record,
Mm-hmm.
Feelings, I think it is the same thing. It's
Yeah, Luther Vandross or something, whoever he sampled that from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
Nah, it's crazy, and they take all, bro.
Yeah.
I seen it happen.
Shit.
Somebody take a 90%, man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's like, bro, leave something for me.
Yeah, like
Leave
half,
some.
I think it should be like an industry standard. Like
Yeah.
half is the most you can
Yeah,
do.
half the most. You don't want to sample the Beatles. They taking everything.
Yeah.
Nobody samples the Beatles.
Nobody. I think. I mean, doesn't it elevate your career? It's like it extends your career because now your music is being used
Yeah.
for new generations.
Hmm.
So it's like,
But then it's also half of those artists are gone, so it's the person that owns the rights. Half of them don't like hip hop,
yeah,
so they don't even want to clear it.
that makes sense. Damn, that's messed up, man.
Like, no, we want this classic to remain this classic, so we're not clearing the sample.
Okay, so next track, Don't Push Me with Lloyd Banks and Eminem.
Don't push me. Did it? Recorded in the smallest room. M had 2 rooms. Now, I'm in Detroit thinking, this is Eminem. The studios should be like Dre's, big and polished. His studio was cold. I used to be hungry a lot. It was very cold in there. It was a little ghetto, man, right? And this other room that he had, the smaller room, oh, it was like 1212. It was like the hooded studio, but it had a good sound with the boards and everything. So we cut that record in the other room while M was probably mixing something here or doing something. And Banks was on that. And Banks cut his vocals that day and was like, M heard that. M fell in love with Banks after that record. He was like, I fucks with him. I fucks with him. Because then they got his bond, and then they ended up doing records together and everything, and cutting, producing for him. But that Don't Push Me was one of those records where it was just M playing beats, and we recorded that in Detroit. I never recorded that, never went back to Queens with that. That was all in Detroit. Probably the only record we cut like that in Detroit. Besides, I Smell, we recorded that in Detroit too. Yeah.
So M heard Banks' verse and then did his verse after.
Yeah. Yeah, now M heard that. Banks went in there. Then Fifth and them, we came back. M walked in the room. Holy Banks went in. Everybody, out of here. Record done. 2 beats with M. We was like, we got it. We done. Got M on here, bro. Banks got his look. So everybody was good, man. That record was strong.
Yeah, I think Banks had the best verse, and the fact that he cut it before
Mm-hmm.
M, because a lot of people say M had the better. But the fact that he did it first and then M got to hear and then add.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. M always heard it first and then got to become better if he chose to, But Banks kept up with them. And that's where M got his respect for Banks off of that record.
Even Yayo, shout out to Yayo.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting aftermath, juggernauts.
Mm-hmm.
So he killed it too. I think Yayo doesn't get his props on that.
True. Facts.
Gotta Make It to Heaven.
Wow. Gotta Make It to Heaven. Gotta Make It to Heaven. So now that record, shout out to Megahertz. I've been trying to find him. This producer at the time started to become like the most trending producer where people like, yo, who's Megahertz? He was doing all this Buster stuff. And every record that you heard, it was like, this sound is different. He created a sound where it wasn't samples, all original stuff he was playing, but it had this big solid foundation to the music. Like it wasn't thin or it didn't sound like the Swiss Beats things at the time. It sounded more heavier, like a sample almost, like you could take to it. And I remember hitting up his manager, Anthony Butler, and he connected me, and we got that beat CD. And Fifth cut that. And let me tell you, nobody, Dre, none of them really was like really champion for that record. That was one of the 48s that when we sat at Jimmy's house with Chris Clancy and DJ and M and Paul and Chris and went through it, it meant something to 50 because what he was saying. So it made it off the album based on that. Because I think none of them else was like, oh, this is it. This is a mass. This is, we're going to shoot a bit. Nobody saw it like that. But for Fifth, this what he was saying, got to make it heaven and all that. You see the spirituality and all of that. He still was in him. So everybody was like, all right, that's Fifth that he voted that in. And then we mixed that. That was one of the hardest records to mix because I don't know, man. Megahertz is just different, but Pat did it. He did that shit. I was in the studio like, yo, I don't know what the fuck he about to do with these drums was fucking loud. I'm like, bro. And he did that, and Fifth killed that.
If you want to see this full interview without having to wait, you can join our YouTube memberships program for just $8 a month. You get the full interview, behind the scenes footage, and no ads. If you want more, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/diverse mentality. And for $10 a month, you can not only get these full interviews immediately, but also get uncut and ad-free documentaries as well. The link is in the description for both. For those of you that don't know, this Shaw Money XL interview is from my 2023 Get Rich or Die Trying documentary, where I go around interviewing producers and engineers that worked on that album for the making of the process of that album. So check out that documentary in the description below.